Hi, hello, hey. So in this video, I will be redrawing this picture I drew two years ago. And it was a challenge I did for myself where I designed a character based on the month. And there's 12 characters and I've been redrawing them this year. And what's crazy is I only have 2 more left. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to think about what I want to do next year for a series. Dun dun dun. But yeah, so sometimes I don't film me sketching it and sometimes I do. This time I filmed me sketching it, but I didn't film the line art. Yeah. Also, I've already done this voiceover, but it was kind of a mess, so I had to delete it, and now I'm starting over, so that's fun. It's real fun. Hopefully it won't be a mess this time. Yeah, so, when I did, April Girl, I tried to do, like, a side view, and, the sketch was good, but I didn't end up liking the line art for it, and I tried to fix it, but, yeah, her side view was, like, super messed up. So I'm trying to redeem myself. You know, I mean, I've drawn side views a bunch of times since then. I've been trying to redeem myself for a while. But anyway, trying to redeem myself for the month girls, okay? Yeah, honestly, again, when I did the line art, it kind of messed it up, like, again, but it wasn't, I still think it looks good. It wasn't, like, bad enough where I, like, don't like it anymore, but, yeah. I guess doing a side view, apparently, if I add line art, I just, like, screw it up, like, every single time. So maybe I just shouldn't do line art for that. But yeah, also for April, April Girl's supposed to be, like, a young child. And I think before that, I had never drawn, like, a child with the side view. So I was trying to make it, like, cute, but also, like, side view. Because side views, they're very, like, angled, you know, you got those, like, sharp lines, but, like, when you're drawing a kid, you want it to be more, like, round and cute, you know, because it's, like, a child, you know, if that makes sense. So, yeah, so it was my first time doing a side view for a child, and I totally messed up. Yeah, so, I think this one's a lot better. Also, I said this when I, like, recorded my voiceover last time, but, you know, I deleted that, so, yeah, I, like, am actually surprised that I think I'm gonna actually get this video out on time. Like, I thought there was no way, so, oh, yeah, it's another thing I said, the last thing I just remembered, also what I was talking about, but, yeah, so I drew, like, this picture, like, might have been, like, a week ago. Like, I did the sketch, I did the line art, and I did the painting, like, it might have been all in one sitting, like, but then, I took a break from it for, like, days, and today, literally today, I finished it. And I did the voiceover for the painting part a couple days ago, but that was a mess. So, yeah. We're doing the whole voiceover today. Yeah, so I didn't think I was going to get this video out on time because I was like, I wasn't sure if I was going to finish the picture on time. My stupid voiceover, it keeps cutting me off. Like, I don't know why it's doing that so much today. That's fun. So yeah, here's the line art. Like I said, I didn't film it, and the face is kind of messed up, but I think it's fine. It's good enough. And the pillows are not gonna look like pillows for a while. They're just gonna be blobs. So be prepared for that. I think by the finished part, they look fine, but yeah. I don't like them for a while during this picture. Yeah, so another thing I said in the last voiceover, which yeah, so the reason I didn't think I was going to finish this, and reason why last week's video was also not what I was planning. It cut me off again. I hate the voiceover. Why? Well, the reason behind it, and I swear if my voiceover cuts me off again, was, well, because, I got COVID. Yeah, you know, it's a really fun story, because, my, like, family had, like, a birthday party, you know, and we were all hanging out, and, someone a couple days earlier had got sick, and they took a bunch of, they tested for COVID, they took a bunch of COVID tests, and, they all came out negative, so we were like, okay, it's fine, you feel better now, so, right, it's cool, right? Yeah, so, like, literally, like, the next day we find out that one of my family members tested positive for it, and then, my parents start feeling sick, and I'm like, oh, shoot, and then my parents test positive, and so I'm living in, like, a COVID household, and then, of course, I end up getting it, because I'm surrounded by it, and then my whole family has it, like, it's, like, everybody. But yeah, so, geez, COVID is, like, it's a lot. Like, literally, like, there are so many times during quarantine where I was like, oh, I'm sick, I wonder if this is COVID, like, I bet this is COVID, but, like, I didn't actually, like, test positive, or, like, test at all, yeah, but I was like, oh, maybe, whatever, or, like, before, like, there was this crazy sickness, it cut me off again. I think part of the problem was I forgot to delete one of my other voiceovers from the other day. Yeah, I'm a little confused what's happening with that. Anyway, but before quarantine, my school got, like, this whole sickness, and it's, like, the whole school had it, and we had this, winter assembly thing, and, there was, like, nobody there. Like, it was supposed to be, like, you had to, like, perform for it, and, like, the school was, like, at the time I was going to a school that was already really small, but, like, since everyone was, like, sick, since everyone was, like, sick and not there, there was, like, nobody there. Like, I think half the kids were out, and it cut me off again. Okay, my whole school, there was, like, 60 kids in total, or something like that. Like, I don't remember exactly what it was at the time, but I think there was, like, 60 kids, and then half of them were sick, so there was, like, 30 kids, and then, like, people's, like, families were there, so it's a little more than 30 people, and, like, teachers and stuff, but still, it was, like, it was so sad. And a lot of us, we were like, oh no, we planned for this person to do this, but they're not here. I remember, my class, we had to, like, another class had to help us do one of our things, we were missing people, but then, they, like, obviously didn't practice with us, because, we planned for it to be, like, our class alone, and it was just kind of messed. They're like, we're like, just stand here, hold this, okay? And they're like, what? Okay. I just remember that was funny. But yeah, my mom kept joking about it. She's like, oh, maybe that was COVID, because, like, your whole school was sick. And I was like, yeah, maybe. No. That was definitely some weird disease, but, like, COVID, it's a lot. And, my family was joking, too. We were like, yeah, this is, like, the vaccinated version, too. Like, it would be so much worse if we weren't, like, vaccinated. I thought that was funny. Yeah, also was funny because, my family who, like, gave it to us, they had, just came back from Switzerland, and then a couple days after we all got it, my mom was looking at her phone, and she was like, oh my god, look, they're saying, like, there's another variant of COVID in Europe, and she was like, yeah, it means we're, like, ahead of the trends, because we already have it. Probably. And I was like, yeah, we're ahead of the trends. That's great. Yeah, that was funny. Okay, I'll stop talking about COVID now. That was enough COVID talk. Yeah, so, oh yeah, I didn't say this yet, but, you might have realized her skin tone is kind of, like, very dead looking, kind of like a vampire. And yeah, isn't that perfect? She looks like a little vampire, and it's Halloween, so I did kind of do it on purpose. I didn't plan for it to be that vampire-y, but, like, I love it anyways. It looks great. But yeah, also, I don't know when the next time I'm going to show it, but that watercolor palette that I'm using, I gave it a makeover the other day. That's so fun. I gave my watercolor palette a makeover. But yeah, I just changed where some of the colors were, and then I like refilled some of them. Some of them weren't looking too good. And the reason why I had to change where some of the colors were, where you could see, it goes like go left to right here. It goes from like white, and then it goes to yellow, and then it goes to red, and then orange, and then pink, you know, and then blue, and then there's like a purple color like in the corner. It's like And the reason it's so messed up was I used like a Lucas watercolor set when I started with that watercolor palette, and then I just added more colors from different brands like slowly over time, so I didn't actually like plan it out all at once. So the colors were all over the place, and it was really bothering me, and that palette needed to be cleaned anyway. So I took out, like, I used a palette knife, and I just like scraped out the paints, which like was surprisingly easy. And then I put them on a piece of paper just to like sit there, and then I cleaned the palette out and used leftover paint I had in there, and then I cleaned it out again when there was like no more paint that I could like actually like use, you know. And then I put the paints back in, and I added some more, and like it looks so classy. Like I didn't show it in the video. I just realized maybe I should do that. I don't feel like it. You just have to wait till next time, you know? Maybe I'll show it in my next video. I don't know what my next... Oh, I do know what my next video is going to be. My next video... I mean, I haven't filmed it yet, but I'm planning for it to be actually an art video, but I'm not going to be drawing in the video. So, yeah, that's fun. Okay, so I finished painting, and now I'm going to fix it with some colored pencils. I didn't feel like doing... the tiny little detail lines and little tiny things with watercolor. I just didn't feel like it. That takes so long to do with watercolor, like, to do tiny little lines, tiny little color, tiny little thing, and get it all, like, bright and stuff. It takes forever. So I just wasn't feeling like it, so I decided to use my colored pencils, which I don't do very often, but it does, like, really add, niceness to it. Yeah, and I wish I put a before and after. I just keep thinking of things I should have added to the video. Yeah, too late. Oh yeah, and I was listening to music, so you might notice me doing some weird little stuff with my colored pencils. Yeah, I was having a fun time. Yeah, so the colored pencils, I wish I put like a before and after, like when I use them and then after I use them. Yeah, I think, okay, this voiceover is definitely a lot better than my last one. My last one, I was still feeling kind of weird when I did it, so I was like, my voice was like all low, and then I was like, yeah, like, that's not right. I had like a sick voice, you know, and it's all like, so like, you know? Yeah, that's what I sounded like. You know, this one time I filmed a voiceover for my video, and it sounded like I was sick, like I had the sick voice, but I wasn't. It was like really weird. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, also, in a minute here, yeah, there we go. I was gonna say I'll fix the angle so you can see the skirt, but, I added some little designs to the skirt, you know, when I did the sketch, and I had it in the original, but I kind of changed what some of them were, because you couldn't see some of them, and I didn't plan it out very well in the original, I remember, so, I fixed it this time, and this time, we have some little moons, and some little stars, and some little candy corn, and the candy corn will look better later, and I have a little kitty and a little bat, and then I have a little broomstick, which doesn't really look like a broomstick, but it's supposed to be a broomstick, and then I have a little witch hat on the bottom there, which is very cute. I like the witch hat. You might not know it's a witch hat, but it's a witch hat, and I love it. Yeah, they are very tiny little designs, so, you know, it would make sense if people couldn't tell what they were. Yeah, I really think the colored pencils, like, completely changed the picture, and, October Girl is my favorite. I mean, actually, wait, September Girl is also very awesome, but, you know, October Girl. Also, fun fact, after I post this, because I'm going to post this on Friday, which is in a couple of days, and in a couple of days, like 2 days to be exact, after Friday, or on Friday, the day I post the video, 2 days after that will be my birthday. Whoa. Yeah, so that's fun. So, you know, October girl is like, she's special because, you know, it's my birthday month. Which I think is funny because I feel like people who like the month of October, they like love like spooky movies and they love Halloween, which is funny. Like, you know, I like Halloween or whatever, but I don't know. I like the trees. That's how I like the trees. They're nice. I like the weather too. Well, normally, actually, the weather is right. It's kind of smoky right now because there's, you know, wildfires, but that's not fun. But, you know, normally it's a fun time. But yeah. So, you know, fall and spring are my favorite seasons. Okay, and right here I'm using some white gouache that I put in that cute little container. It's adorable. I love it so much. And that container may have been sitting like, I don't know, in a box for like 5 years, you know. My grandma gave it to me. I think it had like eye cream or something in it, but she thought it was cute. She's like, oh yeah, you want this? You like little containers? And I didn't use it for like 5 years, but you know, a couple months ago, I, you know, gave it something to do, or maybe it was like a month ago, I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little rusty with cursive, I know, I tried. Yeah, so I write the, oh my god, ouch, brain, go, I write the, I write the month, girl, on the back, so, you know, in case I need to check, I know, and the date, and then I sign it. Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll put the finished picture then so you can see it, which I'm doing right now, and bye. See ya. Go. Subscribe. Like. Comment. Bye.